It is home to 48,000 green bugs and even more louse. I believe that we should start here in Green Park. It's such a beautiful space. So close to the centre of London, it's one of my favourite places. Green Park is one of the royal parks of London, situated in the city of Westminster, in the heart of central London. The park is said to have originally been swamped burial ground for lepers in the nearby hospital of St. James. It was first, I am now going to count 28 in Mongolian, Neg, enclosed in 16th century, when it formed part of the estate of the Pulteney family. In 1668, an heir of the Pulteney estate known as Sandpit Fields and the surrendered to Charles II. And it was the land of Sandpit Field that would eventually become Green Park. Beneath this poetry storms an outrageous silicon fair. Thankfully, the address balances the crisis. A car drives past silently, and in the front seat a greying man sits silently next to two sweaty companions. All are in silence, and at each corner amber lights flash in time to running. Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia's capital and largest city. The city was founded in 1639 as a nomadic Buddhist monastic centre. In 1778, it settled permanently at its present location at the junction of the Two and Selva rivers. There is undoubtedly far-reaching implications of disbelief in the divine. Before that, it changed location 28 times, with each location being chosen ceremoniously. You might ask, what does it mean when someone says meow to you? The answer would be that Green Park isn't entirely green. In spring, banks of daffodils can be enjoyed throughout its 40 acres. And unlike other royal parks, it lacks formal flower beds. Tavern. It's interesting that no one has found Genghis Khan's body. The old myth attributes this death to Catherine, wife of Charles II. She supposedly spotted the merry monarch plucking flowers in the park for his mistress. In wrath, she ordered that all flowers be removed from the park. I thought it was interesting to ask the question, the gateway participates? Depends which gateway participates in what. I have two. Over the past 20 or so years, they have been getting wider, and I had to replace the gate latch on one. On the other one, the gate will not close, although I cannot work out why. And which gateway are you referring to? There are several, only in practical jokes. There is talk among Green Park fans that an old fiddler had found a fiddle to sleep under in Green Park, safe from pig ghosts, things and dark phantoms, but not from fiddle thieves. After awaking fiddleless, they sank into a depressed and spent every moment wandering the park, asking passers-by if they knew where their fiddle was. The fiddle was eventually reunited with their beloved instrument, but only in death. Using their braces, they hung themselves from a tree. In the base, hydrogen persists, an outstanding detector. You cannot deny its protector below bases, and yet Green Park is one of the royal parks of London. It is located in the city of Westminster, central London. In contrast to its neighbouring parks, Green Park has no lakes, no buildings, no playgrounds. He knew it had shot directly towards the Dementors, but didn't pause to watch. His mind still dramatically clear. He looked ahead. He stretched out his hands, still grasping his wand, and then just managed to clutch the small, struggling snitch. Shall we move on?
Jane, you can bring my tea. Yeah, should we have all
Can someone open the other door? Zenna's coming.
Yeah, so it'll be like finished. To be honest, quite a lot of that. Yeah, let's ask people what they
smile greasing, fat sags, outlets and directions, sat-nav devices or even maps lose their necessity when the gravitational urge prompts us to draw a latch towards the glorious yellow sea. It's over, but then again, there is an outboard motor which is quite hilariously aimed towards influence. Enterprise fans on it English ratings. They're not dreaming. Would it be easy to approach and free sticky sex from the railings? But then again, the worry is that when we ride in such a thin ocean current, they will ultimately burst from friction. Overlooked in favour of leaves, a small jetpack sized to black massive black hair, whereas the desire to take flight permeated by solid blue. Half Moon Street is a street in the city of Westminster. The street runs from Causeway Street in the north to Piccadilly in the south. James Boswell, biographer of Dr. Johnson, had lodgings in the street in 1768 at the home of Mr. Russell in Boston. 7 in Mongolian is Dover. Tricky conditions for rockets said bracingly to the team. Coots, heats, quantify out of the sun so they don't see you coming.
Devo prendere il